friends, today I want to give you some tips and tricks about using the Pampered Chef Wedgers. We have a number of them. The first one I want to show you is the veggie wedger. So you can see it is going to give you 6 cuts to whatever you use. And this is recommended for things that don't have a pit. So an orange, a lemon, a lime, potatoes, tomatoes, cucumbers even, zucchini, anything that you need wedges of. Even an onion is really good to use for this as well if you need, not slices, but some wedges. So just set your fruit on here in the center. It's got this nice little point here, so that's going to kind of spear it and get things started for you. And so just go ahead and do that and push down and boom, just like that. It was quick and easy. And there are your wedges for whatever it is. And so you can see how quick and easy that was. Think about if you are a soccer mom and you need to wedge a bunch of oranges for soccer practice, how fast this would be. Okay, our next wedger is the stone fruit wedger. So you can see here with this oval right here, it's going to take the pit out of peaches and plums and apricots, things that have that oval shaped pit in them. And then you're going to get your nice slices with everything else around there. So go ahead and take your pit, your peach or plum, whatever you're going to do. And notice how you want to get this lined up with that oval. And so kind of whatever direction this slit is going is the same direction that you want to put on your wedger, like so. I'm going to go ahead and do it upside down. It's a little bit more stable if you do that. And then just go ahead and line this up over that and push down. And just like that, your pit is out and you have all these nice slices. So easy peasy if you're, slicing up fruits and vegetables for kids' lunches, or if you are doing a pie, just think how fast that's going to be for you. The next one's the apple wedger. You probably are very familiar with this because it's been around forever. This has a circular core, so this is going to be for your apples and for your pears, but I also like to use it for cucumbers if you want to go ahead and get the seeds out of there. Has a protective cover, so they all do, so that when it's in the drawer, you don't have to worry about cut fingers. And then all you do is just line this up on the core. Now, most people, when they do their apple, they kind of hold it up like this, but I find, again, if you do it upside down, that's a little wider bottom, gives you a little bit more stability. And then just line that up over the pit and push down. The core comes out, and then you're left with your apple. Now, if you don't go all the way through, something that you can do is just pull this back up through. Let me push this through here like this. Oops, mine came apart, but I'm gonna still give you the same idea, is that if you're packing for kids' lunches, you can go ahead and put a little bit of, it's best if you don't go all the way through, that way it's going to stay together, but put some peanut butter or caramel in the center and take a rubber band and wrap it around, or take your plastic wrap and wrap it, and that way the apple's going to stay fresh, and then you can just take your little pieces and dip into that as you're eating. So there's another fun idea for your apple wedger. And then last I want to show you is the pineapple wedger, which is this guy. And this one takes a little bit of a lesson, so I'm glad that I can show you this. Again, has a protective cover, but this cover is also part of what you're going to use for, getting the best cut on your pineapple. So let me make some room here. And we're going to go ahead and start with, you want to go ahead and cut this bottom off. You want a nice flat surface to be working on. And you're going to cut the top off your pineapple as well. So we're going to go ahead and cut that through. Now, if you have a really tall pineapple, you might want to cut it in half again, just so that it's a little bit easier to work with. And what's going to happen is this round part here, you're going to line up over the core of your pineapple. And then it's going to go ahead, this outer ring here is going to go ahead and get the skin off of the pineapple, and then the rest you're going to be left with 2 halves. And you kind of need to get up and over it a little bit and kind of rock it. So it's not going to go straight through. You want to rock it just as you see me doing here. And then it didn't quite go all the way through. So you want to get your base here, line it up on that, and then push that all the way through. And then that way everything is done. So here are your skin that has come off, easy peasy. And your core, and push this out so you can see everything we've got going here. Oops. And then you have 2 halves of your pineapple, and you have the core that came out. So you can see how easy that is to use. But again, the trick, and something that a lot of people miss, is that at the very end, you need to push that onto the base. So there you go. There are some tips and tricks for the wedgers. I hope you enjoy using them. If you have any of these or all of these, I hope this helps you get the best use out of them. Happy cooking.